So officially, welcome everybody to our, I think, fourth Young Writers Contest virtual author and illustrator visits. Oh, you're in for a treat today too. I say that every time and it's true every time. So in just a minute, we're gonna let David Wayne Chu take over. Just a couple things though, a little bit about David. You can see on your screen there, he's Brooklyn-based sequential artist. Also, I want to tell you a little bit about kind of how we came to be here. This is in conjunction with our Young Writers Contests, which we do every year. We're so super thrilled that we have had a chance to add this new category. So joining illustrated story, short story, and poetry, we have graphic novel. It's been a popular request, and so we're thrilled to offer that as a choice for students to enter this year. You can see the web address. I can tell you that it's ongoing now. And if you wish, you can also enter all categories if you wanted, but just one entry per student per category. So you could enter a poem and a graphic novel piece and so forth. Deadline is April 15th. Yeah, I also want to say that David and some of the other artists have helped us a lot. We have a new graphic novel toolkit. We started our toolkits really to be instructional materials to help teachers and students to create. We want the students to do that. And so we started with graphic novel, and it's just chock full of great stuff. So please check that out when you get a chance. And I also have to say thank you to David, because we're just thrilled to have you here. And I'm going to quit talking and save the time for you and the students. Okay. So thank you. Here's David Wayne Chu.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lynn and Amy and everyone else.
You're welcome.
Great to be here. Okay, so I will now start screen sharing. I'm just going to go a little bit into some of my history because I think I've got a bit of a weird path compared to other like sequential artists. When I got out of college, I was kind of floundering on what exactly I wanted to do. I knew I really loved like, Valiant Comics, and I loved action stuff and Batman. But I wasn't really sure what I wanted to commit to. So I ended up meeting with Pronto Comics, and they do independent publishing. I went and did some horror themed stuff. And, after I went ahead and did this, production actually took quite a bit more time than expected. And so in the meantime, I decided, okay, I'm going to go and do some other stuff. I'm going to, use my drawing and storytelling skills. And so I went and did storyboarding, which is when you do the instructions for cameramen to plan out commercials and movies and stuff like that. So this right here is a presentation board. It's a series of storyboard drawings that are the large beats. They're largely there to kind of sell the idea to the budget guys or the management guys. I'm not exactly sure how it works. I just know that they show these to whoever's job it is to approve the commercial. And I ended up doing a few more storyboard projects here and there for them. This is specifically for Forge Apollo. And so this was for a different vacation resort, Secrets Resorts. And then I went and ended up meeting up with Chaotica Corp, who needed a series of instruction manuals for their foam insulation microphone product. Their phone insulation microphone product. And so all that really means is that it's supposed to make your microphone sound like it's in a professional studio, even when you're just at home, in the car, so on and so forth. And the problem with their product was no one was reading the instructions on the back of the box because it was very tiny, and no one cared because people would rip the box open and they were damaging their product. So they had me come in and do these little comics showing how to properly install the product and actually use it. And they have a number of different products that are very similar. So you're about to see some comics that are basically edits of each other. is the Chaotica 7B. It's installed differently. These work with different size microphones, different kinds of microphones. As you can see here, some of them are for fat microphones, and also they're used for social media marketing. They include these comics in with the product as you open it up. Wait, sorry, this did not load properly. And then these are instructional comics for a boiler service. They're like a plumbing boiler maintenance service. And they also wanted people to get a better sense of what they do, but they wanted it to be fun and understandable. And so that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I try to make it pretty clear, but also a little silly, because why not? It's comics. Sorry. Yeah, so there's their plumbing service. But yeah, so and then I also do a number of things that is kind of sequential art. These are visual facilitation. And so the way this works is that important business people will have some conversation about some kind of plan they need or some service they provide, and they go and write it down like a whiteboard while they're talking and stuff. And then they hand it over to me and they say, okay, we have our notes, but nobody can read this because it's a mess. Make it something that's visually clear and appealing. This was for a banking service. Specifically targeted at children. Actually, wait, no, the next one was, sorry. But yeah, so we use, we go ahead and we use cliches and we use pop culture references and icons to lead the eye around and try to give a good sense of what they actually do, and also make sure that your eyes don't go all fuzzy looking at big blocks of text. So I did a few for them.
It's really cool, David.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I know that a lot of the kids would want to know what got you into like writing the comics and the like the guide that you did for kids. So I just wanted to interject. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no problem. Yeah. So the way that worked out is I was doing all of this stuff and I went and got an email from Callisto Media, and